Hello guys, my name is KB. Kindly subscribe to SRT TV for amazing content. SRT TV, we are go there, SRT TV.
This is silent noise.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, my name still remains Alexander Nyako. You can just call me SRC. Now on today's segment, we are going to look at Ama Ata Aidoo. Yes, she's a Ghanaian author, and guys, we lost her on the 31st of May. It was a very sad one. Now Ama Ata Aidoo, was actually famous for some of her remarkable write-ups, such as, in fact, the drama she wrote on the dilemma of a ghost somewhere around 1965 there. It was crazy. She has gained so much recognition, and in fact, today I dedicated this video to actually celebrate her. In fact, she has done remarkably well, even though her no sweetness here now I can kind of SS no boy up to now I'm in tears because the literary connotations within it is so aggravacious that when you are trying to comprehend it, it's breaks down into simple molecular. Then I make it king.
Oh, what do you say this thing?
Hey, the American, Ama Ata Aidoo has really done a lot. Now, this is what BBC had to say about Ama Ata Aidoo.
She's done arguably more than any other writer to depict and celebrate the condition of women in Africa.
By the time I wrote my first play, The Dilemma of a Ghost, I knew that I was writing about women, or writing women the way I knew them.
Her leaving is a huge void that is not just nation size or continent size. The world has lost a global icon. She stood out for different reasons. One of the major reasons was that she represented a generation of African women writers who charted a path that set the foundation for current superstars in the field like Chimamanda Adichie.
In 1970, you wrote that play, Anoa,
Yes.
about a woman who refuses an arranged marriage. And she's very independent, hardworking, articulate, and intelligent. Is that how you see African women?
Yes.
She was an activist. She was unashamed about it, and she was very proud of her defense of Africa. Yes, she was a big campaigner for women's rights and for African rights and for minorities' rights. She will be remembered as inspiring many to find it okay to write about Africa in terms that made sense to them, So may she rest in peace, and her legacy will live on.
Now, the likes of Paul's Ghana have also reacted, and in fact, this video I'm going to show you, they spoke about 5 interesting things about Ama Ata Aidoo. Let's watch that also.
Ukuta big news. We when you before heading to me, provide that we pan down for Kakashan Wakan. Me mama wa application ma una application ma meaning Let me say, let me say, now some hippopotamus.
Probably most of you are not even aware. Manifest, our own manifest, that or rapia brofwa kese. He has this album that he released, and Charlie Ama Aidoo did a portion of that particular songs that was within that particular album. Now let's listen to this portion.
Nowhere cool, sister, ain't nowhere cool. Therefore, let me hide here among the thorns, while I dine on wild desert green. And if they should ask you of me, tell them the name of the game was life, and I never learnt the rules.
Indeed, Ama Aidoo has also been famous for some of her remarkable statements she said against colonialism and against slave trade and against the whole idea that the Africanism within us needs to be promoted. In fact, she has been an activist. See, enjoy this video also.
500 years ago, look at us. We've given everything. You are still taking. It's true. I mean, where would the whole Western world be without Africa? Our cocoa, our timber, our gold, our diamonds, our platinum, our whatever. Everything you are is us. I am not saying it, it's a fact. And in return for all of this, what have we got? Nothing. Anti-personnel indoctrination against ourselves. If you go and cook your horrible diseases like AIDS, you say it is us. You brought us tuberculosis. We didn't have this big cough until white people came here. In exchange for Africa giving Europe 500 solid years of our people, I mean not Europe, the Western world, of our human beings to work your canes, to dig your gold, to taking gold itself, diamond, I mean fish, peanuts, palm oil, everything. In exchange for that, we have got nothing. Nothing. And you know it. Nothing. And you look upon, white folks look upon us like monkeys.
Listen, now some hippopotamus. And we are bobbing. And soon, on some horse of our didn't
It is true. It's in your literature. Hey, some of your best thinkers have said this about us. Have you heard of all these Germans? Have you heard?
Okay.
Yes. They said Lord Burton, people like that, they said we don't even have the brain of animals. That's what we've got from you people.
But don't you think that this is over now?
Over where? Is it over? Who said that AIDS came from the green monkey? Is it over? Is it over?
Well, if this is your impression, do you think that you can ever forgive us?
It's not a question of forgiveness. I have nothing against you. My point is that you did and you are doing for your survival what is necessary. We can't blame you for that. The fact that we didn't do enough for our own survival and we are still not doing enough for our survival, that is not your problem. Even everybody that God has created has a sense of survival. And until if we don't develop it, we can't blame white people. You came here because you needed these things. You took gunpowder from the Chinese. You needed them to shoot people. I think that for me and members of my family, Elmina Castle has got a very, very special significance because they tortured my father's father, my real grandfather, to death there by the colonial government. So for me, I mean, when people like me talk about colonization, neo-colonization, it's not just because one is being intellectually smart. You know, I mean, we have personal touches with it. I mean, I cannot forget that this happened.
Yes, of course, Amma Aidoo is a legend. Even though she is dead, she still remains in the bosom of our hearts. Amma Aidoo, rest in peace to her. We wish her family condolences, and of course, let's move on in life. I mean, that's how life is. Let's accept certain things in good faith. Guys, kindly hit the subscription button if you're yet to subscribe. Mapon.